Welcome to Four Sisters Talk Live and Four Sisters Live Talk.
Yeah,
we just doing it all today. We're gonna be talking live. We're gonna be
real live
talking.
today.
We're just live.
Wide
love
open
it.
live. Yes.
Happy Saturday. Happy holidays.
Get that
Happy
shopping done.
Hanukkah. Just happy. We just happy in
We
this
just
place.
happy.
Happy.
My dad used to say that everybody happy, and you're supposed to respond back happy.
Happy.
Yes, everybody's
Yes,
happy.
absolutely.
Yes.
We thank you for joining in, and those who are joining, those who are going to be joining us, we just want to let you know that we love and appreciate you today for just sticking it out with us and being here. Tell someone about us, Tell us that the Four Sisters Live Talk is on every Saturday. Who's on already?
I think somebody's calling.
Who's calling us already? Four Sisters. Who is on the line?
On the line?
Hiya, this is Kathy Muhammad. Hey.
Hey, Kathy. We love it.
No Sister for Sister Network.
Yes. Hold on for us, Kathy, for one moment. Just want to take care of a few things, but we're so happy you called in. We're four sisters, but you see there's three of us, but the fourth one is on her way.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what's going on.
That.
I'm going to
She's stuck in
I
traffic.
like that. On her way. You know what? We got sisters that are on their
way.
Yes.
That's a
and
good
that's
one.
what we're here for, to create that momentum.
Yes.
To help them to get on
that
their
positive
way. That's true.
momentum.
To push them to be on their way.
On their way.
Getting to where they need to go.
Yes.
Here she
Yes.
is.
Is this her?
And see,
You
that's
know what? Let me
happened.
just say this. I planned it because I'm a playwright. So this is how you enter. This is how you enter. All the sisters come in. I had that planned. I just want y'all to know. I had it planned. Okay, ladies. Yes. However, we love it and appreciate it because the ladies came in live. Did we say on your way?
On the way.
Come on, my girl, my sister.
All the way live. Greetings. Oh, no, come on.
But in the meantime,
Okay.
we love it. We appreciate it. We are live for real. We got some sisters that's coming in. They got more coming in today. We have a live show full of energy and excitement. It's just so excited to have some lovely sisters in the mix and smiling faces. And it's the holiday season, so we have no other way but to just say happy holidays and be happy in it and be, glorious in this day, right?
I know.
The parking lots are full.
It is so full out
They're
there.
full.
Like here too. Are you
I
talking?
know.
Are you talking
But
about
the parking lots
Target?
are Target and
Target.
all the
Oh my God. Like I'm
shopping
not
centers.
going. I'm so I'm just that nervous type girl. I think that everybody's gonna get robbed. So is that weird or what?
no.
No, don't worry about it. Just go window shopping.
Go window
Yes.
shopping.
Window shopping.
During
It's a
the
good day to
day.
go window shopping.
Okay.
During the
Yeah.
day.
Linda,
Just
have
during
you
the
started
day?
shopping?
No, I have not.
You've been down at Busy Bees and you haven't picked up anything?
I take that back. I did pick up a couple of things, but I
Okay.
was really looking. I'm going this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us what's going on down there, because this is our what's going on moment anyway. So
As a
what's
matter of
going
fact,
on
just
down
so
at Busy
happened-
Bees?
Well, it's the annual Busy Bee Holiday Gift and Art Show. Some awesome art. Handmade crafts by our wonderful, wonderful people. It's so we only have a few more days of shopping.
I know.
As a matter of fact, on Friday, we have the 16th, which is today, and we also have the 22nd and the 23rd. So, ladies, gentlemen, hurry up and go down. Support the
Tell them where
Busy
to
Bee
go.
holiday.
Tell
The
them where to go.
address is at the Shallow Family Life Center. That's 1510 9th Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. They have a parking lot, and they have 2 floors of about
Wonderful
80
things.
plus vendors,
Yeah.
which we
Wow.
call
Does this every
pop-ups
year.
now. Just about anything that you can imagine: clothes, jewelry, toys, food. Some of everything is there.
Yeah,
Absolutely
this is a
great.
big
But the
expo.
art is off the chain.
Yeah.
If you're a collector of art, this is the place to go. And they're not just from Washington. They're from Maryland. They're from Pennsylvania,
Yeah, they
Wisconsin.
travel in.
They're from
Yeah.
all over the U.S.
Yes.
So please go out and support the Busy Bee Holiday Gift Art Show.
And this is about supporting our Black businesses.
Yes, we have to do
which
that.
they definitely need to do. We go out shopping everywhere else in the malls, but this is designed for us as our people to go out and shop and put your dollars back into your community.
Yes.
Back into your community.
And guess what the general mission is?
What?
A
Free.
smile.
Are you kidding?
That's what it says. And that's all I did. One big smile and you're in the door.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
I
free.
love it. So in the meantime, in the between time, we are going to keep this train moving. We got so many wonderful guests coming in.
Oh my
We got
God.
Peggy trying to do her thing and get
Oh my
herself straight. And say,
gosh. And
this
what's somebody
lady.
on the line. I want to hear what
Oh
they
yeah,
have
I
to
know. We
say.
definitely want to get her on the line. Miss Muhammad, Kathy Muhammad, you still there with us?
Oh my, yes. Here I am.
Yes,
Ooh, that's our
definitely.
girl.
Yes.
Yes,
So what's going on? Tell us what's happening. We thank you for calling in.
Oh, well, hey, I'm so excited. I couldn't be there today, but I didn't want to miss out the opportunity of coming on to say hi to everyone and to be a part of this exciting movement.
Yes, it's exciting and it is a movement, and we appreciate you being a part of the Sister Circle, you know?
If that's my Kathy Muhammad, that's my girl, okay?
That's who it is.
That is my girl. Where's Kathy?
She's
All right.
I was looking on the site. Is that a picture of Petey Green back there in the back? It looks like
Yes,
Petey
it
Green. I don't know.
Tell it to the hot, tell it to the cold,
So
tell
you
it
know
to
what
the
we
young,
are,
tell it
right?
to the old.
You know we own and we know that
You know it.
Yes,
You know it.
girl, but that was
Oh, my God.
Mr. Petey Green
Petey
himself.
Green.
May he rest in peace. He was the man.
Yes.
You know, Kathy and I go way back. Believe it or not, Kathy's probably been with us as long as the organization. We met at the very first or the second PAL Networking Conference in Cleveland. Correct, Kathy?
Yeah, it was the second
It
one.
was the second one?
Yeah.
And Kathy's been with us ever since.
Really?
Every since. And that is one dedicated sister.
Yes,
you
she
want
is.
somebody that's dedicated? That's one right there.
Wow, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy.
Well, Kathy, we appreciate. Do you have anything you want to say and what's going on in the community? Leave us with any positive affirmations, any words that you want to say to us, of encouragement,
Yeah.
or just wish our audience a happy holiday, or whatever you want to say. This is your moment.
Oh, great. Well, yes, I would just like to say that because of Sister for Sister Network, I've been inspired myself, and I now also have a nonprofit called Serving Women Across Generations. And the idea is that we're letting women know that they're not by themselves when they go through things. Everybody goes through things, and a lot of women feel isolated. They feel isolated. So I'm working on having my reboot in March. So March is Women's History Month, so I'm going to have a reboot for swag that in that time frame. And I just like to tell people to remember, happiness is an inside job. For all the holidays coming up, you know, sometimes people look for happiness in gifts, and sometimes from others, and sometimes from parties or occasions, but it's an inside job. So
I love
start
it,
in
Kathy.
I like that.
88 from out.
It's an inside job.
Yeah, it is
I
an
like that.
inside job.
Wow.
Happiness
I like that.
from the inside out.
Yes.
I just seen
Right.
That.
It
That
is.
is so
Yeah.
true.
Make yourself happy first.
That's right.
Work on yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Kathy, we definitely appreciate you calling in, and again, to spread the word about us. So, you know, we're here and we're doing what we love doing, and
Yes.
that's encouraging our sisters, encouraging our community, encouraging our families. So I'll definitely continue to support us and tell others about us.
And I like what you were saying, encouragement, encouraging happiness. Because that was our conversation last week
Yes.
when we talked about Happy Foundation with Diane.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah.
We want to be happy in
foundation.
2018.
We want to be happy.
Yes, we want to be happy, and we're going to be happy.
That's it.
So,
Okay,
Kathy,
then.
Don't spend too much of your money if you don't have to. Just enjoy your holidays and
That's right. And be happy.
and be happy.
And be happy.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. Continue to have a great day.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kat. Good job. Y'all guys are holding down the fort.
What's going on? That traffic again?
Girl, I have to find another route to get here because that coming down 495 is no fun.
Yeah,
It is no fun. It travels like, oh man, you got this. And then you get right there, there's construction right at the exit,
Right.
and people just stop and just slow down. So I'm surprised that they don't really have a lot of accidents just along that way.
Well, we're glad
But
you're
we're here.
and safe.
We're here.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to go to a break right now, and we're just going to come back. We're going to regroup. We're going to woosah a little bit, and we're going to come back up, and we're going to be right back with you. But in the meantime, tell your friends,
love that.
tag them, and tell them to turn to Four Sisters Live Talk at voxwave.com or call us at 2 40719-2560. We'll be right back.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live in harmony, even though we may disagree. 'Cause fighting each other is not the answer. Sharing the grace. Let's be rich with peace and love. Having compassion from above. Never forsaking, just understanding. Ain't that what families are made of? No matter what may come or go, no matter we stick together and it shows. This bond between us, foundation is trust. That's what yes it is. Family's all about, yeah. Always sisters, always. Let's stay real close. Sticking real close, sticking real close, giving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We really gotta learn to love each other. I need to stick real close. There's no way that we can live without each other. So why do we try? Why do we try? I wanna know why. Always sisters, always friends. Stay real close till the end. Real close. Don't leave. I'm nothing. I need you. I know you. Always sister, always friends. Always sister, always friends. You're my friend, I'm your friend. You know I wanna be with you. No matter what you're going through, forever and
Oh, I can't see.
Sisters, always sisters. She can't sing. Yeah, we know, but it's all good. It's all in what you.
I'm beside the singers in the group, right?
Those two over there, the singers.
These two are the
These two are
singers.
not the singers. Right over here. Not over here.
We back up.
We back
We're
up.
back up. Okay, good. Well, you know what? Because I love you, sisters, I don't want to get this out the way. It's Christmas. It's the holiday season. We're here. We love one another.
Yes,
We're
we are.
embracing who we are. And I just want to say to you, Merry Christmas. I'm just going to do this right now. Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna do like my mom do. She's
I'm
shaking.
going to tell you, don't say that. You're going to be very disappointed. Merry Christmas, sweetie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to spread love in this.
That's right. Let's put our card up.
Oh, geez,
Let's
I'm
do it
open
now.
that.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Oh,
imagine something
beautiful.
fell out, okay? Just imagine.
Happy
anyway.
holiday.
Yes, we got to be in the spirit. Come on, guys.
I know. Just put it in there.
Awesome.
Thank
So,
you.
just wanted to let you all know how much I appreciate you. and love
Likewise,
you
my
and just
sister.
Wishing us well, man.
Yeah, this is the season, honey. I don't know what
Yeah.
y'all talking about. Because we're ready to
put
rock
yours
and
up
roll in
like this,
2018. And that's
girl.
only, what, a couple more?
In a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks.
We're ready.
A couple more weeks.
Yeah,
we're
we
here.
got our 12 days of Christmas out of the way. It's time.
That's
Yes.
right.
What's the day?
So well, we have these guests who's coming on for us. We got a lot of things going on. So we got some ladies here. We got our audience, and
Got
we're
our
gonna start-
audience.
We got an audience, so we're building our audience. Everybody, want you to know, anytime you want to come and stop in
That's
and be
right.
a part of our audience, just come on
down.
on a
That's
nice
right.
Saturday, and you have nothing else to do. Just come on and hang out with us, okay?
Or if
Now
you're
you got to
on
be
your
careful
way.
how you put that because we are internet, right? So folks might be in California thinking they can come on down or come on over.
Yeah, we are all over. Yes, we
Hey,
are.
Star
all
Trek
over
movie
the
come
States.
out right, so beam them in.
Right?
Yeah,
What's up, Scotty? Maybe we can do that.
Scotty,
Some
you're
of that
absolutely
virtual
right.
reality, yeah.
Absolutely. But
No, we
again,
love them. They
love
can
it.
even call us, right? They can call us at
Call in.
240-719-2560, correct?
Yes.
Or they can text us. Send us a text, 240-678-0117. And we would love to hear from you.
Yes, definitely. But I said we have a Power Pack show today. We got some wonderful ladies
We got
coming
some
in.
sisters up in the house.
We got a treat coming this way for you today. Just love it. It's gonna be, y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be really,
We got
really
some good
nice.
stuff.
But we are doing what we need to do to build our show and really put some things together so that we can bring some information, because information is power.
It's powerful.
You know, and we want to empower people, and we want to encourage you again to let you know that you can do it. 2018 is going to be off the chain for
This
a
is
lot
your
of people.
year.
This is going to be your year.
This is
I
gonna
really
be-
feel that.
Yes.
This is your year.
I
So they
believe
said
it.
Your
that
year. This
number-
is your year. This is your year.
This is your year. Absolutely.
Yeah, put it
Because
out
we
there,
know
honey.
that
Put it out
2018 is really going to be doing some wonderful things, and I'm excited about it. So, anybody know what else is going on in the community? I know it's a lot of activities and things going on.
Well,
A lot
I
of
do
plays,
know
church plays.
this week for me personally was always amazing because I always want to stay connected to community. Okay. On Thursday night, I had the opportunity to go to the Howard County Chamber of Commerce. They had their holiday party. And see, when you walk in the room and you know you belong, despite who's in the room, you belong.
You belong.
Walked in there, met two young ladies. We instantly connected. What they were doing is what we do, and that's what. That's when I go out. I'm looking for women who understand our mission, who understand what we're doing, so that we can bring them all together and we can make this thing work.
Yeah.
Walked into the room, two sisters, ready. Conversation done. It's time for me to go.
Okay.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, you didn't have to stay long.
Besides the food was good, right? That was awesome. What else did I do? God, the week has just been packed with activities. And that's what I love to do. I love to go and connect with, you know what I did? I had a serious lunch with Cheryl Wood.
That had to be
Do you know Cheryl Wood?
The playtime is
I heard a
over.
lot about
Cheryl
That's
Wood,
Cheryl Wood.
you were eating lunch with her.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
That's what I'm talking about, powerful.
Powerful
Seriously,
stuff.
no, that was
that
a
was
powerful
to get on her
lunch.
calendar.
You got on her calendar. The Oprah of, international speaker.
Oh, honey, I was
We are
delighted.
blessed.
What? Yeah.
We are
I
blessed.
was delighted to be able to have some fun time. Cheryl and I just love her. She knows I love her. I love her sister. That's how we operate. And to be able to spend some quality time, just her and I, just talking about what we're doing and what we've been missing out in the past 4 or 5 months that we have not really connected. So that was awesome. So, I kind of persuaded her to come into the studio.
You did. You did.
Can you believe it?
You persuaded. I can't say that.
you
These
did.
Peggy, like these
I said, Cheryl,
as
look,
we
look.
know-
say no.
Right, you can't say no to
can't say
Peggy,
no to
right?
Peggy,
You can't
so
say no to
really?
Peggy.
Oh, no. I
Yeah.
said, I was waiting for her to say, Peg, look, I got this to do. I got the kids. I got hubby.
Because then she just come back from Africa, Zimbabwe, somewhere.
Oh,
She always
she was
somewhere.
traveling.
Where was
She
she at?
Oh,
Like,
man, China, all
don't
over the
know.
place, right?
So we're going to hear all about
we
it.
got
Oh,
to
my
hear
Oh my
about
God,
her.
this is what I'm talking
I
about.
want to hear this.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's amazing. But I will tell you what I did on Thursday, and you will be happy. I went to go hang out with Zonta. Is that the Zonta?
Zonta group, yeah.
Zonta group. So we had a Christmas celebration there over at Woodmar, and of course they were having their community party, and was able to network.
Yeah,
they're
that's an
talking-
awesome group.
Yeah, they're talking about human trafficking. Like that is a serious
Yes, it's a
issue
huge
Yeah.
issue right
in
now.
the area.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And so in January and February, they're having a big gala concerning this and a big fundraiser. concerning it. So they're going to give us some more details coming up
Awesome.
very, very soon. Proud of those sisters over there. They were working together tightly like us. And I said, don't you guys forget about Sisters for Sisters. We represent.
That's
you know,
right, that's
as far
right.
as women's right. They were.
And we have done some things
Yeah.
with Zonta. Really, I photographed them and a bit for them. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's some awesome sisters.
They're making it happen. Mm-hmm.
So we're definitely going to connect with them in 2018. You also have the 100 Black Women of Prince George's County. That's another awesome
Yes.
group.
Wow.
Oh, I've never
Yes.
heard of them. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I'm just out of the loop.
Yeah, what,
You're
you're
in
in
Howard
Howard County.
You're connected.
If we're
100
connected,
black
you're
women?
connected.
100 Black women. Like,
Yeah.
who's this group formed?
Well, they're more parallel with the 100 Black Men of Prince George's County.
Okay. I
So
was gonna-
the men
yeah.
and then the women. And they do some amazing work in the community. So what I want to see happen is all of us, all these organizations are doing amazing things. But why not just take one time during the course of a year that we all can come together and collaborate and do something amazing.
That would be
That'd be
so huge.
awesome.
So, yeah, that's
So
what I'm
huge.
working on.
Oh, that'd be
awesome.
great,
That's
Peggy.
awesome.
I definitely.
Everybody's
think
doing
that's
their own
great.
thing, and that's what they
Yes,
need to do.
right.
But we should find a time where all of us can come together collectively
That's
and do
powerful.
a cause for the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
huge.
Okay.
That's gonna be
Absolutely.
great, and that's like a not far off, but you got to plan that.
You gotta
really
plan it.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it takes a while to do
Yeah.
some serious planning for a successful event.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt about
That
it.
we know
Do
we
we
have
know?
to
And
do
it can
that.
happen.
We know. Takes
Do
time.
we know?
But I do want to, speaking of sisters and girls and moving on, I want to give a shout out to our Black Girls Rock.
Oh,
my
my
Being
God.
That was
They're
so good.
out there. Those ladies, look, they gathered
Awesome
here in the
show.
parking lot this morning.
They
to
did.
Gather, yes, to pull their things together for the toys for the families, and we collected so many totes of toys. Thank you
More
all
toys.
so much.
Oh,
yeah, did you bring your
wow.
toy? I brought my toy.
toy.
I thought that was for us. Yeah, I dropped it off.
Yeah, we brought our toys so we can
toys
put it in
over
the
there.
toy box. We have a toy drive
Have a
going
toy.
on here in the
I
studio.
think I like that myself, Karen.
I know. I trade you. I have an
Very
extra
interesting
toy.
toy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kids Lab.
Kids Lab.
Robotic.
Yeah.
It's a
Robotic.
series of yeah,
cool.
okay.
You can make
Build
a
your own
robotic
robotic
hand.
hand.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
this is real
Creativity.
nice.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome.
So they're
Yeah.
out there now just passing out
job.
toys to family, knocking on their doors and just saying Merry Christmas. I read
the way
on
you
the
do it.
they're gonna call in, they're gonna Skype in at some point
Good, good,
and let us know
good.
where they are, what community they're in, and let us know and give us some updates. But one of the families, they took a picture of the family with the kids and they just said, "We thank you all so much for helping us make our kids Christmas because they just lost their dad to cancer."
Oh,
So
wow.
these things, you never know who you're touching.
Who you're touching,
And what do you
yes.
do to bring people smiles and make them happy, even in their midst of what they're going through in their time of
Yeah.
bereavement or, thinking about their loved ones.
They can get
It
away in
really-
their mind.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
made someone
it's good.
happy and we continue to do that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Black Girls Rock. Look to hear from you in a few
That's our
minutes.
girls.
Yeah, they make it happen.
Yes,
So
indeed.
yes, sweetheart. So, hey Peggy, let's go to a commercial because I know you have a special guest coming up. We want to set her
You know
up.
what I told you? I told you who's coming.
I know, but we want to make it, give her the pleasure.
Like roll up in here like on the stage. And
You see that? You see that red carpet? She
The
she
red
coming
carpet.
in.
carpet.
over there.
right there.
Okay.
That's what we want.
So we'll be right back, and just stay tuned. Thank you. We'll be coming back with our girl Cheryl Wood.
Woohoo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters. staying, sticking real close to you, giving each other, always sisters, always free. You really gotta learn to love each other. I need to stick real close, stay close to you. There's no way that we can live without each other. So why do we try? Why do we try? I wanna know why. Always friends. Real close till the end. Don't leave. I'm not the need you. I know you. Always sisters. Always friends.
Ooh. Did we
Welcome
open up the
back.
red carpet or what?
Oh my God, that was amazing.
She flew in on the red carpet.
Flowing.
Magical holiday power.
I love it. Oh, yes.
Sharon, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, darling.
I love
With
it.
my
I
kids
love
at
it.
home waiting, like, Mommy, what time you getting back?
Aw.
Chill out. I'll be back. I got to go hang with Miss Peggy. Everybody know Miss
They
Peggy
know.
in the house. They know. When I say Miss Peggy, back up off me. She got
And look, I even got the husband know to back off, right?
Right. They know. If I say
James
I'm going to hang
know.
out with Miss Peggy, that's just, it is what it is. It's not changing.
James knows you're in good hands.
That's
Good
right.
hands. Wow, Cheryl, I just was so excited that we had the opportunity to have lunch.
Finally.
Finally.
I think we text each other like 6 months straight. I was like, no, I'm going to be out of town now. I'm going to be speaking here. I'm going to be here, I'm here. And he was like, oh, I'm here. And we just could not link up our schedules. And finally, we made it happen on this, Wednesday, I think it was.
Yeah, and you know, I was so sad that I couldn't be part of the PTIO. Playtime is over.
Yep.
So let's do this before we even get into that. Let's talk about you. Tell us for those, because everybody knows Cheryl Wood. Okay.
Well, we working on that. We're working on that. Right?
Those who don't.
We're working on that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I introduce myself now as a woman who creates change and shift in the lives of other women.
Yes,
I am on a mission. I don't like to introduce myself by a title because I'm so much more than a title, and we all are.
There you go, girl.
I like to introduce myself based on the impact that I know I am destined to make in the world. And I believe God has given me a gift to be able to open other women up to their possibilities and to give them the inspiration and the motivation to get it moving. Like, stop sitting on that thing that God has gifted to you. Move on it because somebody's waiting on it. And there's a life that you don't even realize is possible for you because you're sitting on it. And sometimes we get into a space of procrastinating or, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit more. So we're in perfection paralysis or we're in a toxic environment and other people are not supporting us and telling us how amazing we are. So I just believe in putting yourself in circles of people who celebrate you, not people who tolerate you.
Thank you.
And that's what I love about Peggy Mars
Thank you.
and Sisters for Sisters Network. And I tell people all the time, Peggy was one of the people who saw so much more greatness in me than I saw in myself when I first started. And you understand how powerful that is? Like, when you come from the environment I come from, I grew up in poverty in the inner city of Baltimore, Maryland, in a housing project, right?
Same here.
So I didn't come from an environment where I saw a whole lot of possibility.
Right.
I saw people in struggle mode. I saw people who were surviving, not thriving.
Right.
And so just to get out of that environment alive, and then to get out of the environment and get a good government job. I love saying that. Get a good government job, and you feel like you're doing the thing, right? Because you're making $80,000,
Right.
and you don't even realize you haven't even tapped into your real potential yet. And so to come into the space, when I met Peggy, I didn't know what networking was about. I didn't come from an environment of personal development and professional development. I was like, what? And I gotta pay for it, right? I just didn't get that. And Peggy introduced me and brought me into a whole new world just through the Power Networking Conference and through the sisterhood of Sisters for Sisters Network Incorporated that I had never experienced before.
Oh, sure.
And it was like my eyes were just wide open all of a sudden. But there was still this fear in the back of my mind and this doubt about, well, who am I? Who am I to be great? Who am I to impact other people's lives? I'm just Cheryl from the hood.
Right.
Like, that's how I saw myself, right? Just Cheryl Wood from the hood. I didn't see this greatness. And Peggy would just push, like, Cheryl, girl. You know that's her favorite word, right? Girl, right. Even my husband says that at home. Like, girl, that is Peggy's word. She's like, sure, girl. And I wrote a book, and she let me come in, and she would let me talk about the book and just help to nurture the gift of speaking that was given to me by God, but I didn't know how to share it with the world yet.
Oh, wow.
So you open that door of possibility, and now I consider it my mission and responsibility to continue to help other women to open their doors of possibility. And I'm telling you, look, I used to be so broke, busted, and disgusted. like I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? Even though I had my good government job. I was living paycheck to paycheck like a lot of people. And so when I started out on the speaker industry, I was just like, I didn't know the how. And once I made the decision to walk out and leave the corporate space and pursue speaking full time, people love you when you're free.
When you're free,
but
right?
When you say, "Here's my fee, my speaker's fee," things shift,
totally different.
right? They love you when you're free. And I learned that the hard way, and I fell upon really, really challenging financial times as I was trying to grow my brand and figure out who I was. And then I got fear talking to me in the back of my mind. You ain't good enough. This never going to happen for you. And I'm telling you, it was Peggy Morris who would consistently be in my ear telling me, you are great. You are amazing. But then she didn't just talk good talk. Then she backed it up with action. Cheryl, come on in. Talk to the sisters. That's how she was always say that. We having a meeting on Sunday. Come talk to the sisters. Sell your book. She would take a page out of my book, and she would make that the theme of that sister's event. She would make that the theme, and she would let me get on the stage and speak to 100 or 150 sisters who were in the room, and then sell my book. And there were so many times when selling that book,
Jesus.
was what allowed me to get food on the table to get through the next week.
Girl, you got me up there in tears.
When I say I am forever indebted, I am forever indebted. And I don't ever forget where I came from and where it started. Like, it's cute and sexy now, but people need to know where you start before they celebrate and where you at and the little sexy titles you have now.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy journey. It's never an easy journey. So anyway, so I thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Everywhere I go, your name comes up because I'm like, Peggy Morris, Peggy Morris. And I can't announce this yet, but something exciting is coming up for this year. And that door of opportunity opened because you introduced me to a certain space, and now I'm going to get to speak in that space.
Oh, my God.
Just amazing things are happening.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Let me tell you, I met Cheryl down at National Harbor, Tony Foster. Yep. That's the connection. See, we got to realize where these connections along the way, what brings us together. Yeah. And Lakey and I were together, and we came down, and Cheryl had a book signing, and her brother and her sister and her mom. That's when I talk about when you support family and family supports you. That's a given right there. When y'all guys know what your mission is and what you want to do, and then family come and support. I saw that, and Cheryl and I connected, and you're right. And I pushed Cheryl, and I said, Cheryl, look, you need to be here. Cheryl, you need to be there. Cheryl, you need to be at the Power Networking Conference. And Cheryl said, Peggy, I don't think I can make it. I said, no, you're going to be at the Power Networking Conference.
And I didn't think I could make it because I was broke. And then when I got there, I spent all my little dimes, my little coins, as they say now, all my coins on getting there. So I got there, and I'm looking at the agenda. I'm like, I sure hope they're going to feed us, because that wasn't in the budget. I didn't add in food for the week. And here I'm in this space with like millionaires and billionaires who look like me.
Yes.
You know, and sometimes that can feel intimidating because you're like, well, they got so much already, and I'm just starting. I was just starting. Like, I was so wet behind the ear with the speaker industry, but I had passion, I had drive, I knew I wanted something different, and I had someone who was there to guide me.
And
that was the key.
We had George Frazier. Everybody who knows George Frazier know how powerful the Power Networking Conference is. And at that year, they decided to do a pitch your business. Okay? And I said, Cheryl, get up there. And Cheryl said, Peggy, I don't think I said, if you don't get your butt up there.
That's a mama talk. Wow.
I remember that day.
You remember that?
I remember that day.
That was 2011.
I'll never forget that.
That was
Right.
2011.
Yes.
I think I was like 6 months into making the decision that I wanted to be a speaker. You know, like sometimes it's brewing in your mind, but I had made the decision at the top of 2011 that I wanted to be a speaker. And we went to the Power Networking Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. And that was in like June. And when I got there, I was just like, oh no. And Peggy was like, sure, you She was like, you better do what you do, because she had already seen the potential in me that I didn't really quite grasp yet.
Okay.
And she was like, get up on that stage. So anybody could be a part of it. Anybody could come up and do the little 2-minute pitch and pitch your business. And then there was, it was a competition. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And I'll never forget the very first young lady who went up. I think it was about 15 of us or 20 of us who decided to do it. Yeah. And the first young lady who went up got up there and knocked it out the park. And got 9s from all the judges. And we was like, really? Really? Like, we might as well just go on home now. We might as well go on home. And Peggy comes from across the other side of the room, and she whispers in the back of my head, you better get up here and do what you do, right? Yes, giving me that, again, that boost and that drive and that confidence.
All the sisters were there.
Yes. And the crazy part was the girl who went first, who got the all 9s across the board, she knew numbers, she knew data, she knew statistics. Child, I ain't know none of that. I just knew that I had a gift of speaking, and I didn't know how it was going to manifest, right, in the bigger scheme of things. But I was like, all right, I'm just going to go up here and just bet on my passion. Like, that's all I got right now. Ain't got no numbers. I don't have no statistics, no data. And I got up there, and I was just authentically me. Like, in all of my, what I didn't know, what I did know, what I felt. And I ended up winning that competition. Won that competition. Yes. Go, girl. And I remember I was just like, I wanted to break down crying, because it was the first piece of real, what I considered validation, that you're supposed to be doing this. Like, you're not giving yourself enough credit for the gift God is giving you. You're supposed to be doing this.
And Marcella Williams, I remember her and her husband was there, and they were able to capture that moment. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus.
So if you go to YouTube, and go to FraserNet. So YouTube, I think it's youtube.com/FraserNet. You can see the video.
Yes.
And after I do the presentation, you can hear like the audience just erupt into just like, oh my God. And you can hear somebody in the background say, that's my girl. That's my girl. I'm like, that got to be Peggy Morris, right? And as a matter of fact, Kim Yancey of eWomen Network was the person who moderated that whole competition. Yes. And I'm still connected to Kim Yancey to this day.
And there was another young lady that was there on the panel. And we say we're sisters, and so we figured, well, we know the sister's going to support a sister.
Right.
Talk about it.
Don't let me get started, okay?
Don't go there.
Look, that's why I say just find the spaces where you are celebrated, not tolerated, and be you, and go in those spaces. When I walk into a space, let me tell you something. If you try to get me to turn my 100 watts down to 45 watts, I will never be in that space again. You ain't never got to worry about me coming back. Because I don't have the capacity to worry about what your insecurities are. Like, no, come on, so you got to step up to the game, to the front line, because it's an equal playing field. Anybody can get out and make their life whatever they want it to be. So don't get mad because I keep showing up.
Right, exactly.
And you not showing up, but now you want to dim my light and make me feel like I got to shrink because you're not walking in your gift and in your greatness.
And Cheryl, you know me, I tell them, show up and what? Show out.
Show out.
Look, the stuff ain't coming to your house. Trust me. They ain't coming to your front door and knock.
You gotta
come on out.
Get it. Yeah.
You gotta be where folks are. Yes. You gotta be where people are making things happen. Because if you stay home and wait for it to happen, come to your front door, you will forget it.
Yeah, that's so true. Showing up is just like, it really is half the battle.
Half the battle.
And you got to do it when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel like getting dressed. Look, anybody who knows me knows Cheryl would love to be in some sweatpants. Stop playing. I don't feel like putting on no dress. I don't feel like putting on no makeup.
And you look pretty today.
I just love being at home with my kids. I got 3 little ones and my husband, and we ordering pizza and we watching Netflix. Like, I love that. But my business is not going to grow being at home on the couch eating pizza, watching Netflix. So even when I don't feel like it, I have to push myself to get out into the space, like you said, and show up, because that's where the opportunities are birthed, when you are in the space and you connect with somebody. And it might be a connection that you don't expect to go anywhere. And the person might remember you, and it could be 6 months later, it could be a year later. And they're like, remember we met at, and you get to this whole dialogue, and then you find out that there's a synergy, and maybe there's a way for you to add value to each other, and that end up being a partnership or collaboration.
Well, I'll give you a good example. When I went down to the Chamber of Howard County's Chamber of Commerce holiday party, and honestly, I had been in my jeans and comfortable and relaxed, and I'm like saying, you know what, I really, really don't want to go. But somebody, Dina Nance, had given me 2 tickets. And I said, you know what, when somebody's blessing you, that means something is about to happen.
Right.
And sure enough, went to that event, got down there, and met these two wonderful sisters that are going to collaborate with us to make things happen. So when you get that feeling that something is
Yes.
pushing you, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. And then just the fact that you, like you said, you can't soar sitting at home, right?
Exactly.
And there's something that happens when you come into a space of energy like this.
Yeah.
Like we all sitting around, we like, can't wait to hear what she's gonna say. And I'm like, who's singing? Who the person is singing? Right? And it's just this energy. And I tell people all the time, energy is so contagious and infectious.
Yes, it is.
Like if you come in with the right energy, I'm like, look, you gonna know who I am. You gonna know Cheryl Wood, right? If you don't know me when you come in the door, you gonna know when you leave.
When you
and
leave.
it's not egotistical.
Right.
It is my energy shows you that I love what I do. My energy is supposed to show you that I love life and the fact that I woke up this morning and get to do this thing again. I get to try again.
Try again.
Come on now. Like that right there is a blessing. So when you have the right energy, and your energy will draw to you what you want, or it will repel what you say you want.
Oh my God.
So you
Say it
gotta
again,
ask
Cheryl.
yourself, it will
Say it again.
draw to you. Magnetize. Y'all act, somebody get a picture like I'm deep. It will magnetize to you. It will magnetize and draw to you what you want, or it will repel what you want. So you got to make sure you checking yourself. How am I showing up?
right.
So don't just show up.
That's
show
right.
up with the right energy, with the right spirit, with the right attitude, ready to connect. Because your energy can tell somebody, I don't feel like being bothered. Can
That's
it?
right. Oh.
Without you saying a word.
You gotta say a word.
Just your face.
face.
And black women, we know how to give you the face.
Face.
Right? Like, don't bother me. My husband know when not to bother me. Right?
Mine too.
Just my facial expression or my body language.
They give that face or give that posture.
That's right.
Right.
The posture. And, it can,
Right.
and you can show up that way with that energy. Like, you know
And
what,
you
I'm here, but I
and
don't
it's
want to be
funny
here.
You talk about that, and Linda Clemens is one of our sisters from the Power Networking Conference that we're going to be engaged with her tomorrow. And it's body language that can make you or break you. I mean, it's like I can come in a room and do one of these things.
Yes.
What does that say?
Guarded. I don't want to be
alone.
bothered.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered.
I'm here,
I
but
don't want to
really
be
wanna
I can care less. Right.
Right. I
Don't come over here and try to be my friend.
Right. And my thing is stay home.
Exactly.
If you don't want to be bothered,
because you are blocking
home.
your blessings.
Blocking your
That's all you're
blessings.
doing is blocking your blessings. So yeah.
Oh, Cheryl.
This has been
Jesus.
exciting,
Wow,
Cheryl. You
wow,
are
wow.
just so awesome. I lovely meeting you.
Likewise.
Heard so much about you, but have yet to meet you. Today was the day.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I'm so happy.
And the feeling is mutual. It's
Yeah, this
you
is
know,
only the beginning.
It doesn't matter what level you get to. This is still necessary.
It's
Yes.
necessary.
You know, and some people block their blessings because they get to a certain level and then they cut themselves off from.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'm not cutting myself off from the very thing that gave me life.
Thank you.
Right?
I love
so I
it.
got to stay connected to my sisters, and we may not sit and have lunch like we used to as often, and that's simply because God has expanded my territory
Right.
because of what you've poured into me, right? So God is taking that and expanding
that.
that.
The blessing is when we don't see each other and we reconnect,
Yes.
it's almost like it was like yesterday.
Absolutely.
We
And
didn't
even
lose
something
any
as
time.
simple as we'll shoot each other a text message and we just know that love is still there.
Yeah.
We might not be able to see. Even my own twin sister, she jokes when she gets me on the phone, oh my God, I got Cheryl Wood on the phone. really chick. We twins and we're like this.
Right.
So she even jokes. And that's, again, because God has expanded my territory and that's what I asked for and that's what I
Right.
prayed for.
Right.
And I understand that there's work to be done. But there's just a connection. Sometimes you cannot break that connection.
Oh,
and so even a simple text that we'll send each other just keeps us connected. And we
keeps us
know, hey,
connected.
I'll say, Peggy, I love you. I ain't
she
seen you in a
does.
long time, but I love you. Keep up the good work. We just know, like that feeling is there. And what I love most about Peggy is there's never been a time where I ever felt like there was any level of envy or
no.
lack of support.
No,
or,
we don't operate
and as
that way.
sisters and as women, whoo, we got to get better about that. Like support somebody else. And this is the reality. It's so crazy because if you know how hard it is for you to work for your dream,
Yeah.
and make your dream manifest, you should know it's just as hard for
It's
the
just
sister
as
next to you.
hard.
So why would you
Right.
support her
Why would you
and
support
encourage her?
her?
Say a kind word. Come in with a smile, like not a frown. Don't look her up head to toe. You
Right.
don't know what she's been through.
Exactly.
You don't know what she's going through.
Thank you.
Going through.
And so
Thank
we
you.
gotta be more loving and kind and supportive and say
it again,
encouraging
Cheryl.
words
Say
to
it
each
again.
other because you don't know what the person is going through behind the scenes. And Facebook makes it make it seem like everybody's journey is just so wonderful and just glamorous. And look, behind Facebook, behind the scenes, the real is that most successful women, we are working our butts off.
Yeah, we are.
We're
24/7.
24/7. It just and then add to that mixture, you're trying to balance being a wife.
Oh my God.
You're trying to balance having kids, and you're trying to balance serving the world with your greatness and your gift. That's a lot to try to balance. So we gotta really open up our hearts to love on each other more, to celebrate each other more, to encourage each other more. Even when you think the person don't need it, give it to them anyway.
Give it to them anyway.
So sometimes people hear me speak and they come up afterwards and like, oh, I know you hear this all the time. I say, no, I need to hear it again. No, I need it again, because that might be the thing that carries me through that week, through that month, through that moment, because something could have happened just before I came to that speaking engagement that could have tried to break my spirit. So maybe your words will be the thing that refuels me and replenishes me.
Sure. I think we have someone on the line.
They may want to, they may have a question.
Because they know Cheryl is
Cheryl's in the house.
So who is this calling in? Welcome to Four Sisters Live Talk. Can we help you?
Hi, this is Ruth Redmond.
Hi, Ruth.
Hey,
How are you?
Ruth.
Hi, sorry, I wanted to be there, but I'm almost getting dressed for a wedding.
Oh, we love you. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in.
You got a question for Cheryl?
No, I'm just tuning in, so I'm just participating.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
We'll continue to tune in.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
love
you.
it.
Invite someone else, boxwave.com. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, Cheryl, I have you got a question?
Yeah, right. The Sizzle book. The book, that was my favorite. I used to take that book every day, take a page, and just read it. What's the name of it?
It was Create Your Own Sizzle.
Create
And that
Your
came
Own
on,
Sizzle.
and you guys remember
That's
I did
a great book to read.
I did a big event, remember, at the
Sure did.
Showtime Arena.
Yes.
And
That's
I was
right.
like, what was I thinking? I rented out this stadium that seated
Yes, you did.
6,000 people. It was massive. And I remember when I signed the contract, I was just like, Lord, please help more than just my husband and my kids to show up for this event. That was my prayer. And I was so
when
nervous
I walked
about
into
that.
the parking lot, that was my first time there. I said, wow. It's like, Cheryl.
It was me. It was me
huge.
taking a risk. It was me
was.
placing
Yes.
all bets on me. And because sometimes we are so
But
busy
it was an
sitting
awesome
and waiting,
event.
right, for
Awesome
somebody
event.
to offer us an opportunity.
Right.
We have to get into a space of creating the opportunities for ourselves.
There you go.
And so it was just
That was
me
bold.
taking a risk.
was
But
bold.
but the book came as a result of that, because the event was called Create Your Own Sizzle. So I
Yes.
did a book that was called Create Your Own Sizzle,
love
and it
that
was like
book.
150 empowerment tips for people, because I don't get up and watch news, unfortunately. That's not the first thing I do. The first thing I do is I gotta fill my soul with something positive and something reassuring,
That's
so
what I
that
was doing,
yeah,
too. That's what
absolutely.
I
That's
used
awesome.
that book.
Well,
Yes.
Cheryl, give us the name of the first book, the book that you wrote that I just fell in love
The
with.
one you used to keep in your purse, Peggy. How I flatlined.
The Flatline.
How I flatlined and
Tell
woke
them
up
about
in
that
45
one.
days. Yeah, that was the very first book. That's where we met.
That's
Toni
where we met.
Foster had
Toni
a
Foster.
boutique at the National Harbor. Talk about blessings. She blessed me with that opportunity. I didn't pay her for that space. Like, I was new and I was like, look, I ain't got no money. I need somewhere to host this book signing. And she opened her doors for me to have my first book signing in her boutique,
in that boutique.
at the
I
National
remember.
Harbor
Yes.
at no cost to me. So that was such a huge blessing.
my
But anyway,
God.
that's where I met Peggy. That was How I Flatlined and Woke Up in 45 Days. And it was just an overview of how I felt like I had lost my heartbeat in life because I was just existing.
Yeah.
So my routine was just like, okay, drop the kids off at 6. All right, go to this job that I don't love, but it pay the bills.
Right.
So, I got comfortable being uncomfortable. At 5 o'clock, rush across town and pick the kids up from aftercare. And, it's like 6:02 and they giving me the dirty eye at the school because I'm 2 minutes late.
Right.
Talking about you going to get an invoice, right? And then I was bringing home the worst parts of me to my family, my husband, and my kids. So I took the best of Cheryl to the job.
To the job.
I smiled. I was polite. I did what I needed to do. I showed up. But then I brought the angry kind of black woman home because I knew I was supposed to be doing something different.
Right.
So it was that feeling that was inside of me, like, God, something, there has to be more
Gotta be
than
more.
this. So I compare that to losing my heartbeat in life. Because any woman who you're not walking in your divine purpose, any woman who is just kind of going through robotically every day, let me do this, now let me do that, and there's no passion and no joy and no zeal in your spirit, you know that it feels like you've lost your, like you're laying on a table at a hospital and they're trying to resuscitate you.
Yeah.
And I had to find a way to be resuscitated.
That was a powerful book. Yeah.
Well, Cheryl, we really enjoyed you being here. We know you could just be here and just continue to.
No, you know,
just
that's the thing about
motivate
speakers.
us.
They be like, well, how long we got?
It's like the pastor preaching. They're like, give me 10 more minutes. I'll be done.
One last question for you. The bold move. You have made some bold and bodacious moves.
Yes,
So
yes.
I am curious, and I may have to ask this again to other women, but what bold moves are you going to make in 2018? Because I see so much for you.
Yeah.
And you've just been blessing me. Of course, I've been a part of your sizzle, sitting in the Middle East like, Cheryl, I want to do it. I'm broke. I'm like, I'm just going to wire you the money. I just got to be a part of whatever you're doing. But yeah, that was kind of bold. Like, but anyway, I want to know what you're going to be doing bold in
Yeah.
2018.
That's a great
Yeah, that's a
question.
good question.
That is.
I think the bold part of what I'm going to do for 2018 is to be more intentional and more strategic.
Yes, yes, same here.
I don't just want to be a woman in business. I want to be a extremely successful, thriving business that I become an example, especially to African American women, of what it looks like to cross the 7-figure mark.
Yes.
Wow.
From someone who came from poverty.
Yes.
And so I am very close to that realization and to that trajectory, and it's my intention to hit that number this year for 2018.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
So that I can be a real, true example of not just, oh, I'm doing what I'm passionate about and I'm serving people, but also that financially that matches the service, the level of service that I've developed, that I'm delivering all across the world. So, and of course, I got to throw in some kind of international trip because India this year was like mind blowing, right?
That was amazing. I'm going
Like,
with you next year.
All right, it's like, all right,
Yeah,
now
me
I
too.
got to make sure I go somewhere international this year.
Yes.
This year was India and London.
Yes.
So I think for 2018, I'm trying to squeeze Paris in there, and I don't know where else yet. And that's because Jayana speaks French, so I got to take my baby to.
And that's what I
Yes,
said.
take
That's what I
her,
love.
yeah.
Cheryl takes her family with her,
That's beautiful.
so they can
That is
experience the
beautiful.
same thing that she's experiencing.
That's
That's what I
great.
love.
Absolutely.
I want them to know more than I know. I'm 43.
Right.
This is my
Yeah.
first time to India at 43. My kids, 9, 10, and 13,
And
they've
they
been
get
in India.
opportunity,
Yeah.
Opportunity, many
Yeah,
children
so
don't
I
get
want to
get
continue
at
that so that
all.
they have a certain expectation as they grow up in the
It's a
world.
learning experience.
Exactly.
It really is.
Exactly.
So our sisters heard you say that you want to push to the 7-figure mark. I know that Peggy will be in agreement with me as this publicist and educator to help you do just that and just help you with whatever
Yeah.
campaign you
This
need
is, we
love
are
that.
to
here
do that for
to
you
make that
because
happen.
we've got to see that happen
Yeah.
from the hood to the hood.
Yes.
Yes. You
Yeah.
got this, and it'll be an honor to be able to work with you and see that happen right here in the DMV. Our first 7-figure for us. Okay.
And let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
Just because you earning 6 and 7 figures don't
Yeah.
mean you got to wear it on you.
Thank you.
Come
Let
on,
me tell
somebody.
you, that is the
Say
biggest
that.
lesson I have
Say
learned
that.
in 2017 is that the
Yes.
people that really got it ain't wearing it on them.
That's right.
It's in their bank account.
It ain't in their
They
cars.
invest in that. They invest in it. They ain't
Yes.
spending out here spending it on no red. And I'm not saying you can't have nice stuff. That's not what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Right.
Because I love nice stuff too. But at the end of the day, am I just making money or am I creating wealth?
There you go.
Wealth is
that.
a
Leaving a
different
legacy.
mindset.
Wealth.
It's
Yeah.
a different mindset.
Yeah.
You do
Create
different
that
stuff
wealth.
with your money when you
Yeah.
creating wealth versus
Yeah.
I'm just making money.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
And that's taking a
And
long
you don't
time.
have to work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's taking a long time for me to even get to that concept of what? Well, why, man, I earned it. I can spend it, right? And everybody has their little vice of what they like to spend on, but I'm just shifting my whole mindset and viewpoint, and I'm paying attention to the people who are already playing all out,
Yes.
and I'm using that as a model. And I'm like, Cheryl, what do you really want to see? I want my kids to be able to choose whatever college they want to go to, and it's fully paid, even if you don't get a scholarship. I want to know that when my husband and I are ready to retire, guess what? We can go anywhere in the world
Thank
and
you.
kick our feet up.
Thank you.
Yes.
But that means I got to do the work now.
Exactly.
So it's a delayed gratification,
Yes.
but I'm okay with the delayed gratification. I want to know my mama, she's getting older, right?
Right.
Like if I need to put her up somewhere, that I'm not going to be worried about, oh, we can't afford it.
Right.
So it's just a different mindset that I'm going into 2018 with. Wealth,
sure.
not just making money.
So can you give us some contact of our listening audience, some viewing audience, some information, and leave us with some departing encouraging words?
Absolutely. So if you want to connect with me, I'm on social media at Cheryl Empowers. My name is Cheryl Wood, y'all. Because people come up to me like, hey, Miss Cheryl Empowers. I'm like, I don't mind if you call me that, that's fine. But my social media handle across all the platforms is like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Everything is Cheryl Empowers. And my website is CherylEmpowers.com. So you can connect with me there. I pride myself on being accessible to a certain degree where, you know, if you send me an inbox or you, whatever, I'm typically a person who will respond to that. And then just in terms of this new year, I think my encouragement would be just surprise you.
Yeah.
Like surprise you with something that you're capable of, that you've been holding off on, that you've been questioning whether or not you're good enough. Like, do something that scares you. Like, we ain't talking about no little itty bitty safe dream. We talking about those big gigantic dreams that just
Like jump out of the plane.
shake you to your core and scare you. Like when I say, you know, $1 million in my business, I'm like, oh Lord, you know, right? That scares me to a certain degree, right?
Real world.
Yeah. So just set the bar higher on your own dream and challenge you to be more than you've ever been before, and make sure that dream, it scares you a little bit, where you gotta go run to the bathroom like, Lord, I'm just thinking about it. I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, it should scare you a little bit. If it don't scare you, it don't grow you.
But Cheryl, one more final thing. You remember when you took that plane ride up in the air and you came on back down? Tell us about that.
So I'm always a woman who is big on walking the talk. I don't like just talking and telling people what they should do. I like to demonstrate it. So that was in 2012. I was really on the whole fearless, women being fearless. I'm like, how do I demonstrate that? I'm like, well, I need to find the thing that scares me the most and do it. And I'm terrified of heights. Like, when I say terrified, like terrified. So I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to go jump out of a plane. You know, black people don't do that. Black people don't do that. We don't jump out of a perfectly good plane. But it was me. I wanted to prove to myself, and I wanted to be a model to other women what fearless really was like. And I didn't want it to be small. I wanted to be something that was going to be big for me, because everybody's big is different.
Right.
So I said, all right, I'm going to go and jump out of this plane. So I went, I did my first skydiving experience, and the crazy part is it was nothing like what I expected. It was completely the opposite. So I thought it would do, you know how you get on a roller coaster and it kind of do the loop-de-loop with your stomach? That's what I thought. It didn't do none of that. Like, literally, when you jump out, it's a 60-second free fall. Like, your face is like blowing in the wind, right? And after that 60 seconds, it opens up. Your parachute opens up, and you are literally just gliding over God's creation. Awesome. It was the most amazing experience I've ever had in my life. And the reality is, I would have missed it if I talked myself out of what I didn't even know it was.
That's true.
So the connection was, even in business, even in life, so often women, we talk ourselves out of the most amazing experiences we could have because of, we think what it's going to feel like and what it's going to be like. And so we're like, oh no, and we have no clue. So give yourself a chance. Give yourself the opportunity to explore and experience the things you've never experienced before by setting the bar high and just going for it. Like, place all bets on you. Place all bets on you. You got the goods. You got the goods, and it's time for the world to see it and experience it.
Oh, Cheryl, Lord knows.
Thank you so much. Come on, just say yes.
I love it.
Yes, we're going to.
I always wanted to be a poet, but that is just not my strength. That ain't my thing. Speaking, but it's not poetry.
You gave us a word, honey. What text it? What was your text? You had a text. You did a text today.
Oh my God! Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun. Thank you so much.
You're coming back, honey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Yes.
I'll bring
I'm
up
gonna
the
take
street.
a chapter out of the book, okay?
Yes.
And we'll talk about
Thank you for having me.
Well, with that being said, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. We got some treat for you. We have a treat for you, so get ready.
Oh, get ready.
Yes, get ready. We'll be right back.
Well, we're back. Come on, guys.
Woo,
Can we
that
give a
segment
hand
was-
for Cheryl Wood?
She was awesome.
Oh my God. Cheryl is coming back, and we're going to do just 2 hours of Cheryl Wood. Because, I mean, she empowered me. She energized me. I'm ready for the next act now. We got a sister, my doll baby. I call her the songbird of Sisters, Four Sisters Network Incorporated. And her name is Kennedy Bell. And we're going to take a few minutes to talk to Kennedy, but Kennedy got a number for us.
Yeah, she's going to put us in the mood of the holiday season, which we celebrate Christmas, and we definitely celebrate Christ.
Oh, but
in
no,
this
she got
season.
she got a treat for us.
But she got a real treat?
She got a real treat.
Yeah, a treat.
Oh, a real
This
treat.
is one. I forgot to share that with y'all guys.
Oh,
It's a real
yeah,
treat.
She got her
Okay,
treat.
well
This
then
is my
let's
Christmas
go.
present.
Okay, well then let's go. Let's hear it.
Has the money to buy, what do they call me? Baby, you can call me sweet thing. My name is Sweet Thing. My skin is yellow. My hair is long. Between two worlds, I do belong. My father was rich and white. He forced my mother late one night. What do they call me? My name is Sephronia. My name is Sephronia. My skin is black. My hair is woolly. My father was rich and white. He forced my mother late one night. What do they call me? My name is Saffronia. My name is Saffronia. My skin is black. My manner is tough. I'll kill the first mother I see, because my life has been too rough. I'm awfully bitter these days, because my parents were so slaves. What do they call me? My name is Peggy.
Thank you. Come on, girl. Have a seat with us. Yes. That is
my God.
awesome.
Thank you
Wasn't
so,
that
so
great?
much.
Oh,
She was, look, she's just grown up.
I'm telling you, she is our doll baby.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Wow, I tell you, that is just an awesome thing. Now, tell us about you. Give us your name. Tell everyone
Yeah.
about you. Just give us some background, sweetie. Do your thing,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, take this. This is an opportunity, okay? Talk to us. Tell us about who you are.
Okay, my name is Kennedy Simone Bell, and I go to Morgan State University. I'm a junior, and I major in vocal performance. And I've been majoring in vocal performance for this was my 7th year now, because I went to Suitland High School.
Right.
And I was in the vocal performance program. I was in VPA, and I learned so many things there, like so many things I didn't even think that I was going to learn, because I was supposed to be a dancer. I danced, like that was me. And I could sing, but like I never tapped into it. So my mom told me, yeah, you can go to Suitland and you can audition for singing and dancing since you want to sing. So I said, okay, cool. Got there, I auditioned for both of them, got into both of them. But I wanted to try something new. I've been dancing my whole life. So I said, I'm going to choose to sing. And I chose to sing.
I'm glad you did.
And I chose to sing, and now I can sing classical music, operatic music, German, Italian, French.
Oh my God.
Wow, that is wonderful.
And I got to carry that with me into college. So I study the same, German, Italian, French. I just had a jury where I had to perform my language pieces in front of my teachers and things like that. I got an A.
Go ahead, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what's up.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm talking about.
that's me. That's
So
what
let
I
me
do.
ask you, are you recording? Do you have any projects? Are you working on a project?
At the moment, I am working on an EP, and it's called Building 38. And
And what does that mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, what does that
Building
mean?
38.
Building 38. Okay, so I was in a relationship, and we had a lot of adversity, and everything went down in that building. Like, he lived in apartment building 38. But when I think of building, I don't think of like apartment building. I think of the build and the downfall of a relationship.
Right.
So from the first track, it's we all lovey-dovey, like this is very, like I'm walking you through my relationship basically,
Isn't that awesome?
and how it was, and it's every song is in order from the time we met to our like lovey-dovey phase
is
to the time
awesome.
things got rough, and to the time where I was just like, yeah, I can't do this no more.
Wow. So is it in Spanish and it's in
no.
English?
It's in English.
But you may want to think about that. Put some of your songs, and since you can speak and sing them, put it in that particular genre, because you attract all the nationalities when you do that, and then your revenue stream will become a little more open there for
My
you.
mommy told me I should start actually learning to speak the languages that I sing in. Maybe she was right.
The opportunities are much wider when you know additional languages. That's the key. That is the key.
And they have those same stories as you as
Yeah.
well. So,
Yeah, they're in the music arena. Yeah. I'm going to call you Ebony. Wow.
Not to mention
Ebony.
the travel.
Oh, yeah.
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 Tell us what your goals are for 2018. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I want to brand myself. I want to start branding myself and making a name for myself so people can know who Kennedy Simone is, because I am a play to background type of person. Like, I'm not the one. Ooh, look at me! I can do this. Oh, I can sing and I can do this and that. But sometimes I need to be, because like Miss Cheryl said.
I was going to say Cheryl Wood had a message for you.
Yeah, like she
Okay.
said,
You
like
needed to be
you
here.
can't sit in the house all day and expect people to know you have talent.
That's right.
So I want to make T-shirts with my name on it, just to ask people, well, what does that mean? Just so I can start talking about myself.
Exactly. What a smart move.
Tiana.
Yeah.
Tiana Johnson.
Tiana. Yeah.
That's what she needs.
That's great.
Yeah.
That sounds very
I
exciting.
want to brand myself, and
That's-
I want
that's
my
it.
EP to drop in June. And I just got a job, so I'm making money.
Yeah.
There you go, girl.
So
You know, I'm sitting here and I'm like saying, do I remember her when she's probably this high?
Right.
Yeah.
I can
And to
imagine.
have a conversation, because we're always moving, you know, and I can capture her here, but not really get a full conversation like we're doing here. And this is so amazing. You are gorgeous.
thank you.
I love my song. I'm home singing the song. Don't sound as good as you, honey.
But you have a famous last name, Kennedy Simone. You know, who's
Yeah.
Simone? one of the
Simone's
jazz-
my middle name.
Yeah. And Belle is my maiden name. Did you
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's my maiden name.
Yes.
So-
Well, she's coming back.
Yeah.
She's coming back.
She got one more song for us, and we're going to bring you back.
Okay.
But we have some more treats for you all because time be moving, and we want to get
Yeah.
everybody in. This is the Power
flying.
Pack Day, the
Wow.
Power Pack Show.
And then you'll get to know who her mom is.
I know. That's
Absolutely.
the surprise that's coming up
Yeah.
next.
True.
So stay tuned, hold tight. We'll
All
be
right,
right
Mom.
back.
See that face, Mom.
Did you have a Christmas song you had to sing?
Fighting each other is not the answer. Sharing the grace. Let's be rich with peace and love. Letting compassion from above. Never forsaking, just understanding. Ain't that what families are made of? No matter what may come or go, we stick together and it shows. This bond between us, foundation is trust. Yes, it is. Family's all about, yeah. Always. Let's stay real close. Sticking real close. Giving each other. Letting love flow. Always sisters. Always free. Really gotta learn to love each other. I need to stick real close. There's no way that we can live without each other. So why do we try? Why do we try? I wanna know why. Always sisters, always friends. Stay real close to the end. Don't leave. I'm nothing. I need you. I know you. Always sister. Always friends. Always sister. Always friends. You're my friend. I'm your friend. You know what I mean?
going on. I don't know how to act.
Oh my God.
This is one of our first actual energized shows, you guys. And so we're really molding ourselves to make this to be the best that we can make it, be what it's going to become. And we have so many sisters that are sharing this with us.
This is OJT, on the job.
On the job training. So, hey, we're working it out. But, hey, y'all just throw that energy this way.
That's right.
Just know that we're getting it done, okay?
Yes.
We're getting it done.
Oh,
but,
my
Peggy,
God.
what's next? I mean, God, you just been bringing all
Do you see the power we have in this room?
this. Yes, it's so much.
It is
All the
so
time.
amazing. And that's what I love about Sisters 4, the number 4, Sisters Network Incorporated. I have to take a deep breath because after Kennedy, and after Cheryl, my goodness.
We're just moving right along with some great things. Yes.
And this is all of us. This is what Four Sister Live Talk is all about. It's being able to provide a platform for our women, our sisters, to share what they do. You know, like I said, if you're going to stay home, don't expect it to happen.
That's good.
Because it's not going to happen.
That's good.
And so this has been our platform. I think we've done this show, not this particular show, but our radio show, for Sisters Network, for at least 7 to 8 years. Okay? So this is nothing new for me. And it's just nice to be able to bring all of you to be part of the show.
Yes.
So if I'm not here, you got it.
Right.
If we're not here, you got it. Okay? If the three of us are not here,
You got
y'all
it.
guys got it. Okay? You're going to be on your own.
Yeah, we're going to have some
call for
subs.
4 sisters.
Real travel, we got some sit-ins.
Right.
Call
Call in.
Yeah,
Because,
they could sit in for us.
4
Yes.
sisters right away.
right, because it's going to be a time where we can't be here every time.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Okay? And so we're just practicing right now, right?
We're warming up.
we're getting our act together and feeling good to be able to project and to share in front of an audience.
Yes.
So on that note, I just want to go around the room and just introduce, because we didn't do an introduction, did we? Did y'all did?
No.
Did y'all?
We did that.
No, we didn't.
All right, but let's do this. Let's start with Cynthia, because everybody in this room is a member of Sisters for Sisters
That's
Network.
right.
Even you. Did you know that? Okay, well, you are a member.
New member.
Go ahead, Cynthia. Share with everyone who you are and how you're part of the organization.
Look, go ahead, Cynthia.
You're on.
Hello, everyone. I am Cynthia Green of Marriage Built to Last. I am your marriage and relationship pathologist, helping you create customized, individualized relationship formulas to help you have a healthy, happy, successful relationship. And I'm so excited to be here today with Sister for Sister Network. These ladies are all on the move. I'm proud to call them friends. I'm proud to be a part of what they're doing in the earth. And I'm just sitting here thinking about what Cheryl Wood said about making those big, brave, bold moves in 2018.
Yes.
So my husband and I have a really big project coming up in March, because Peggy knows our passion is marriage. And so a lot of people don't know there's National Black Marriage Day in March.
It is.
And
Okay.
so he and I have collaborated with Dr. Willie and Jolly and D Jolly, and we're having a big,
Our mentor.
big 3-day weekend where we're calling in pastors, ministers, anyone that has a marriage or relationship business. You have the opportunity to come in and do a workshop within those 3 days, and we're going to empower and impact our black marriages, our black families, our black community.
I love it, girl. I love it. Have y'all you have a date?
Yes, well, it's going to be the weekend of March 25th.
Okay.
So the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Yes, those are the
Awesome.
dates that we're planning to have it.
Well, count us in. We're there to support.
Here in Prince George's County.
I heard that.
Absolutely great. So this lovely lady here,
Angie.
the mother of the daughter who can really blow.
Kennedy Simone. I like that name. Been Kennedy Simone's mom for 20 years now.
A proud mom.
Proud mom.
Absolutely.
I'm Angela Hendricks Bell. I'm the CEO and president of VX Pro Creative Solutions, and I'm also the associate executive director for Sisters Network Incorporated. And I would employ everyone in the sound of my voice to become a member. If you are in California, if you are in New Mexico, we want to hear from you.
Yes.
In 2018, Sister for Sisters Network is going to be doing some big things. In February, I think it's February 3rd, we'll be in
we're going to be in New York.
Peggy is going to be one of the presenters of Women Doing It Big. Kennedy is also on the platform, and she will be performing.
Got my doll baby with me.
So that's just the beginning. That is just the beginning. We have a lot of things planned for you guys, and we want everyone to be empowered, and we want people to come out and know that Sister for Sisters Network will give you the tools, the resources, and the opportunities.
Oh my God, you said it.
Yeah, she did. She put a plug in. She did an advertisement for Sister for Sisters Network. So is there any information that, if anyone out there from DC to California, Florida, and all over, because we are able to reach, this is a broad reach. It's not just here in the DMV area.
Exactly.
We're reaching a broad area. So if anyone, there's any other cities or states that want to connect, is there any information?
Absolutely. Just visit us on the World Wide Web. Sisters sistersnetwork.org. And you'll see right on the home page, it says Let's Stay Connected, and fill that information out, and we will get information to you and let you know what all we're about and what we're doing. And if you also can go to the website and look for our programs and see the type of things that we're doing in the community.
We're going to, Sharon, for those who are not familiar with who we are, we're going to talk about that. But Angie, while you're talking, share with the audience on what our goal is to promote membership, because they don't have to be in the DMV. They don't have to be in the Baltimore, Washington, Virginia area. I mean, they could be in California to be part of who we are and what we're doing.
Exactly.
And we have to thank technology for that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Truly.
Absolutely. If you, just like Peggy said, if you are across the country, we have something for you. Like I said, we do provide you tools, resources. You just heard from Cheryl Wood. She's a part of us.
Yeah.
She has books if you want her to come and speak to your event, and you're a part of us, we can make that happen for you. We have an array of women who are multi-talented.
Yes.
I can't think of any area or any industry that we don't have a representation
You're
of.
so well. That's true. So
we are very big on collaborating. If you have an event, you have a pool of sisters that you can tap into that will allow you a full reach to bring diversity, to bring a total different dynamic to your event. And there are many women out here who also have women empowerment organizations. Partner with us.
That's right.
Partner with us.
Yes.
We don't have any problems with traveling at all.
At all. It's nothing but a word,
And
right?
nothing but a word.
Road trip.
Road
trip.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let me see. Who else did we share?
We have Sharon right there.
Yeah, but no, I want to introduce Sharon as an officer. Okay, I'm the president and founder, Peggy Morris, but Sharon is actually the co-founder. And Sharon and I have been glued to the hip since 2002. But Sharon, go ahead, introduce yourself and tell them your role. What do you play, your role in this organization?
Thanks, Peg. Well, first of all, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm so excited about what I heard just as I came in. I'll tell a story about that in a moment. But I am co-founder, founder, and vice president of Sisters for Sisters Network. Yay!
Yay!
Yes, we did start this organization 15 years ago. Just the four of us, and we looked at each other for 2 years before we actually formed this beautiful coalition of women that are just doing phenomenal things. We have so much talent in our organization. I'm so proud of it. I birthed my business out of this organization, which is Metamorphosis Wardrobe and Accessories Boutique. I opened in 2007. Even though I have physically closed my doors, I still do wardrobe consulting and styling. And I'm in the process of writing a book. Actually, it's going to be a coffee table book. And the title is Embracing My Sexy 60s.
Mike, your mic. Is your mic on? Is it on?
It says on.
Okay, look at the bottom. See where it says Buke? Is that up?
We good? Go ahead and say
It says
something.
on, but
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
it's not on.
Let's see what we got going on.
Pull the music up. Oh, the one on the bottom.
Remember, we're in training.
You're the engineer. You're the engineer.
There we go. Thank you.
Do I need to repeat everything?
Sexy 60s, yeah.
The sexy 60s part.
Okay. I'll introduce myself again as Sharon Bullock, and I am Vice President and co-founder of Sisters for Sisters Network. All right. And I'm also owner of Metamorphosis Wardrobe and Accessories Boutique, which opened in downtown Silver Spring in 2007. Even though my physical doors have closed, I am still doing wardrobe consulting and styling and workshops. So I am still in the fashion business. And I'm also in the process of doing a book collaboration, which I'm really excited about. It's called Embracing My Sexy 60s. So I am looking for 60 sexy women in their 60s doing phenomenal things. So it'll be a hardback coffee table book in full color, and they each get a 2-page spread and an opportunity to be on the cover as well.
Oh,
So I'm real excited about that project.
And
For
so when you do
2018.
the 60, then you go back and do the 50.
I am. I actually, that is the plan. That is actually the plan. I plan to do each group, so every group will be able to have their own book.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so
good.
amazing.
That's great.
Really excited.
Awesome.
Well, I think we need to talk a little bit more about your position.
We'll
As it
talk
relates
about
to
the
Soul for Sisters.
organization.
Yeah, the organization, because
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
people still need to know
Who we are.
Peggy. Yeah, and who we are. as
Well,
being-
let me just take a moment to talk about where all this come from. How did all this come to being? And I always like to, when I talk about the organization and I talk about the beginnings of where we've been and what we're doing here, I have to shake my head because it's just been an amazing journey, especially dealing with women. Y'all guys know me. I do not tolerate mess. So that means if you're connected to Sisters for Sisters Network, we're about business. We're about doing the right thing. We're about supporting our sisters, uplifting. And if Cheryl didn't do a good job of that today, I don't know what to say.
Excellent job.
Okay. And Sharon, I'm sorry you weren't here. Cheryl talked about when we all went to the Power Networking Conference and we pushed her into where she is today.
And
That's
she,
what we
she
do.
actually did her first book signing in my store.
Yeah, see?
So
You
I
mentioned that.
remember when.
Yes.
So we all remember where we all started. And speaking of beginnings, the organization is so phenomenal. Let me tell you about Peggy Morrison. She's being, she's really not tooting her own horn here, because Peggy is about really, truly helping women. And our slogan is Women Helping Women to Connect. I'm telling you, it's like she puts everybody before herself. She actually will pull you into being your better self, because it's like, you got to do this, this is going to help you. I mean, she does it all for everybody else.
true.
She
That's
truly
so true.
does. So just, when I opened my store, I remember it was like Black Friday weekend, and I had to
November.
open, but I didn't have, the store wasn't together. This was that Sunday before,
That's right.
before Black Friday. And I called Peg. I said, "Oh, Peg, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got all of this inventory here. I got to, get the store together. I got to open by tomorrow." She pulled 20 women together from our organization, and they came into my
Sure
store,
did.
steaming garments, putting up signs, putting clothes on the racks, the whole 9 yards. We got those doors open. Okay, so that's what it's all about. And I can remember, because I opened the end of 2007, and I wasn't prepared for what was getting ready to happen, because 2008, as you know, was that big recession. And I got to experience the good side, thank God. You know, it's like for a few months. And then a whirlwind happened. But I had to create my own traffic in the store by having fashion shows. And it sort of reminds me, when I heard Kennedy singing, I just want Angela to know, I know you birthed her, okay? But she's really actually me reincarnated, because my dream when I was her age, true story, when I was her age, I dreamed of becoming a model. And I always wanted to be a model, and I was going away to school to Barbizon, but all my friends were going to a 4-year college, and I changed my mind at the very last minute and followed my friends instead. But that little girl inside of me still wanted to be a model. So what I would do in my head, I would dress people, and then I said, well, if I can't be a model, I want to look like one. And little Kennedy came to my store and wanted to be in a fashion show that I was doing. And I had her audition for this fashion show and so on and so forth. And she reminded me so much of myself. She even looked like me when I was her age. So I said, she's really, we'll share her, okay? So she's my daughter too. I am so proud of her. But she also can model, y'all. So, she's multi-talented. That's for sure.
Yes, to be, and not shy about it either.
I say she's our songbird.
Yes. I'm glad you chose the singing field, and you can still do them all, really. Because look at Vanessa Williams; she did it all. She, she was a dancer, she was a singer, she's an actor. So it's like the sky's the limit. We're so multi-talented. Oh my goodness! I can't wait to see what I'm getting ready to birth. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness!
Well, we're going to take a break. And we're going to come back because we have some other things that we need to do. Someone else we want to introduce you guys to. Very exciting lady that's coming up that's doing some really great things in this entire community. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Okay, now you may be able to leave. We didn't want to just...
To
energy drink.
I'm missing it right here.
No,
we gotta get some cups.
I need a whole case, Linda.
Oh,
Okay.
Linda. This
You know
has
what?
been an interesting day.
And they're here.
We have some.
They're here. They're in the closet.
Oh wow, we got to throw it
we
away.
were moving too
but it's
fast.
okay. It's okay. We're gonna have it. We're gonna get
And she
it.
wants
We're
some
gonna get
straws.
it.
So
Oh yeah,
And
we
I
got
have
this.
more straws for you.
Okay, we got it.
wow.
We're gonna get some before we leave because
Girl.
girl, at the beginning.
At the beginning.
I'm telling you, but it's all good. It's
my
all
God.
great. It's all exciting. We have another guest. We're
Yeah.
just popping in and out. We're just making it roll.
And I love it. You know, it's just the flow. Just having the sisters come in. Sia,
Yes.
my Lord.
All right.
This another doll baby. This is a woman that we just met this year.
Yes.
Maybe 3 months
Months
ago.
ago, yes.
Okay, through Dr. Doula.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And you know how you can meet someone and you fall in love with them immediately, just from their spirit
Yes.
and just from their energy. Did she have some of that hemp oil?
Yes. Okay, we'll give you some of that too.
And when I found out her passion and when I found out what she's planned to do and to empower our community and empower women, you know, those are the people I gravitate to. Those are the people I love in my circle, okay? Because then we talk the same language.
Yes.
Okay? So, Sia, come on, introduce yourself. Share with the
Yes.
audience what you're doing.
I'm really excited to be here this afternoon. You know, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody in here, and I'm really happy to be here. Before I introduce myself, I would like to say thank you so much, Miss Peggy.
No,
You know,
thank
I
you,
lost
dear.
my mom when I was 10 years old, and you have become a mother to me.
Well, I got you, girl. I adopt all my girls.
And she's so wonderful. She's so selfless. You know, you always about pushing women. You know, I'm not originally from America. I came here when I was 12 years old. I'm originally from Sierra Leone. The Civil War brought us here, my parent here, and that's how I came here. And I came and I fell in love with America, Prince George's County. And I've been here ever since. So do not let the accent fool you. I'm a bona fide Prince George. I went to middle school here, high school here, and college here. And I educated 2 children here. One is in the military, serving our nation as a military intelligence personnel. And my daughter actually goes to Morgan State. Yeah, she's a freshman, and she's doing biology. She want to be a vet. Okay, and this comes back to me, and I want to thank each and every one of you for having me here.
Sure.
I am so delighted. I am so honored to be the candidate for Prince George's County, to be the next delegate for District 24. Having been involved in politics locally, nationally, and internationally, this is the time for me to get involved in my community. You know, I'm a single mother. I tell people I've been through every women issue there is on earth. I was a single mother, a marriage, teenage mother, a teenage wife. I got divorced at 22, and I went through homeless, you know, went through domestic violence, and I decided, I educated myself, I picked myself back up. But it was a woman that helped me. It was a woman that stood by me in court. It was a woman that took me to Senator Exim and said, she's going through something and she needs help. And Senator Exim took me, and I became an aide to him in Annapolis. And he showed me the in and out of politics in America. And I said, wow, this is so fascinating. I can do this. You know, I can speak for women. You know, and that has been my passion. And I, during my session in Annapolis, I opened a educational foundation called Education for Africa. But my concentration was on Africa. And I, you know, as time going on, I said, no, there are women also here. There are children also in America that need help in Prince George's County. So I need to do something. So I started going out. At one time, you know, Jack Johnson thought I was running for office. I said, no, I just want people to know who I am. You know, so, but Prince George's County is a great county.
It is. It is.
Don't listen to all the negativity that goes out there. Every county have their own issues.
Exactly.
Our only problem is we like to air our own dirty laundry outside to everybody else. You know, every other county have their own.
They have their own.
Yes, but we have to learn how to take care of one another. You know, it's too many times black people throw each other under the bus. But it's time for us to pick ourselves up and walk together with one another. And this is what I wanted to bring to unity. I want to bring breath of fresh air to our government and fresh, you know, positive result. You know, and Prince George's County, we have a notorious habit of re-electing the same political officials every time and expecting a different result. We went for 1 day, 2 day a week to pick up our trash. We went to 1 day a week. We can afford to give $400 million to build the MGM, but we can't afford to build a decent school for our children. Have you been to our children's bathroom lately in your child's school and see how filthy that bathroom is? It's even worse than a third world country's bathroom. It is despicable. Then we call ourselves the richest black county in the nation. We should stop saying that. We should stop saying that.
That's right.
Because when it's not. It's simple. We need to stand up for our children. We need to stand up for our women. We need to stand up for our community. And this is the reason why I decided to join politics. This is the reason why I decided to stand up for Prince George's County and say, this is a beautiful county. We have a lot to offer to the world, not just to us here. It's time for us to stand up for ourselves. And I'm so happy that I met, Miss Morris, and I met Dr. Duller, and I've been getting so much support, because like Sherry Wood said, I used to be scared, like, oh, my accent, they're not going to receive me, or because I wasn't born here. But that's so opposite. I've got so much.
I love that accent. I do too.
I love it. I love it.
So when is the actual? So you have some months now to kind of gather.
We have actually 192 days left.
You're kidding.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. Early voting. Early voting start June 14th, 2018 to June 26th. So you guys need to come out and support me.
I'm there.
Yeah, and we're going to have you back. Yes. So that as time begins to start coming near to your election, we're going to celebrate you because you're going to win, right?
Yeah, amen.
We're going to celebrate. Yes.
She's part of Sisters for Sisters Network. She's a winner.
Yes, she's already won. So
she's already won.
We're going to have you back.
Yes, and I need a lot of volunteers, and I need a lot of, I'm not part of the establishment. As you can tell, everything that I do comes out of my own financial pocket, and I'm a single mother. So I need financial support. I need volunteers, and if you can go to www.cfino.com or #cfino.com, and you can make a contribution or donation to my campaign, I would really, really appreciate it.
So say that a little slow, so that those out there can really spell it, so that we can make sure we put it out there.
www.sia Fino, FINOH.com. Yes, or #Sia Fino. #vote Sia Fino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what we really like for you to do is let's schedule a time, come past the office, and sit down with us.
Okay.
So that you can really share with us your platform.
Yes.
If you got a second, just tell us about your platform. What do you plan to accomplish?
My platform actually is, my main priority is women's issue. Domestic violence is very dear to me. Domestic violence comes in every race, every color, every economic. Every day it happens, and which is huge in Prince George's County. We need to tackle that ASAP. Then my next platform is education, which is very dear to me, because with education we can conquer anything in the world.
That's right.
And our children deserve better. Our children deserve better. Our children are not born inherently stupid. No, because we are not giving them what they're supposed to challenge, the tools they need to challenge like other kids. And we have to do better by them. What are we showing them? That we don't care. We need to tell them that they care. We care about them, and their future matters to us. And the next one is elderly. We have one of the highest homeless rate in the elderly community than any other county in the nation. And they said it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village for us to take care of our grandparents. They build this county. They build this community. They should not be homeless. We should not sit down and watch them be homeless or go back and live with their children. That's a no-no. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
That is exactly what is happening.
Yes, and my next platform is business. We have to grow our small businesses. Yeah. We have this corporation coming out and killing our small businesses, our mom and pop businesses in the community. And the way you know that your community is growing is by the small and mom and pop businesses growing. Right. Mm-hmm. And if they die out, the community dies out. So we need to invest in our small businesses. And we need to bring them back in. So these are my platform that I'm running on.
Well, Sia, what we're going to do, we're going to have you come back, and we're going to have a forum for women that are running in Prince George's County. Okay.
Yeah, thank
There's
you.
quite a few sisters
Yes.
that are
Mhm.
running, and I
Running.
am so proud of them.
Yes.
So thank you for coming
Thank you
in.
so
Thank
much
you
for having me
being
here. It's a pleasure meeting each and every one of you. I'm so honored.
You're so
I
beautiful.
bow down.
Yes, she
Thank you.
is. She's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And we
I'm
would
really
definitely
honored.
have you back.
Yeah, thank you so much. God will bless you guys for everything you do. Thank you.
We'll be right
Thank
back.
you.
And stay tuned for our last break, and we got some more of Kennedy Simone.
Yes, yes.
Always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live in harmony, even though we may disagree. 'Cause fighting each other is not the answer. Sharing the grace is good. Let's be rich with peace and love. Letting compassion from above. Never forsaking, just understanding. Ain't that what families are made of? No matter what may come or go, no matter we stand together and it shows. This bond between us, foundation is trust. Yes, it is. Family's all about, yeah. Always, let's stay real close. Sticking real close, giving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. Really gotta learn to love each other. I need to stick real close. There's no way that we can live without each other. So why do we try? Why do we try? I wanna know why. Always sisters, always friends. Real close till the end. Real close. Don't leave. I'm nothing. I need you. I know you do. Always sisters, always friends. Always sisters, always friends. You're my friend. I'm your friend. You know I wanna be with you. I'll be with you. I take good to me. Already know no matter what you're going through. Forever and
I tell you, this has been a great, great day.
We can do this all day.
It has been like time moving.
Half a day.
It's been moving. I mean, literally been moving. But before we go any further, I want to just share with you about Star Imports and what's going on here, because this is where we're in our studio. And Star Imports is the home of boutique style buying experience. So we want you to know that Star Imports and Adele Motors has 50 years in the automotive industry. So you can come right over here and you can get you a new car, or you can get you a used car, and it's an awesome place to
drive
come.
away.
Absolutely. So bad credit, no problem. We have credit restoration programs to help you with your credit. So credit applications, you can go online to www.starimports.com. And we want you to know that they have a toy drive. And bring some toys over here from now until December 20th. I think we all brought our toys here so that we can contribute to the cause. And we want you to know that the Star Imports donates a portion of its sales, giving back to the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area to the charities such as the D.C. STEM Network, National Museum of African American History and Culture, and Girls Inc. to help develop kids into becoming successful contributors to society and to help support institutions that preserve the history. So we want you to definitely come by and support Star Imports because they get 100% also back for the toy drive that they're going to be giving, even in funds. So we are here, and I think do we have anybody on? Okay, I think we have our Black Girls Rock on.
Oh, we
do? Yes. Hey, Marcella.
We here.
Y'all there? All the ladies that were here last week, they're out in the field. They were distributing coats and toys to families. How many families did you all serve today?
We actually had 12 altogether within D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Wonderful. Wow. Wonderful. That is great.
Yes,
you guys rock. Thank you.
We've been up since 9. We've been on the road since 9. We still haven't done them because, of course, we had to leave the ladies in prayer and touch lives and that sort of thing. But we're actually headed to Virginia to finish up, and then we're going to fellowship. And we missed you today. Why?
I know, sweetheart, but you all are hearing my heart, and I'm talking about you all when we opened up the show. We talked about you guys and what you're doing, the great work. I'm so proud, and I'm here. I got your back, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes, though, so we can do our thing.
Yeah, and we have a lot of footage to show you, some pictures of the family. And then the whole team, we all in uniform, our hats, and we just doing a thing. And we just had a wonderful day, a wonderful time making this happen in the name of the Lord.
Amen. We are so proud. And again, we're going to have you ladies back so you can all give us so much information about what took place and what's coming up in 2018 and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for calling in.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, and thank you for all of your support. Hopefully we see you in 2018 with some more successful stories and a full load of calendar events. Black Girls Rock, DMV, we doing it.
That's right. We're doing it, yes. Black Girls Rock in the DMV. Women on the move. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
happy
baby.
Holidays.
All right, happy holidays to you.
Okay.
Woo, so what time is it? What time is it?
I know what time it is.
I know what time it is. It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. And with that being said, we got Kennedy Simone going to take us out with a lovely song for us. See you next week.
the nation. Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb and the sleeping child